Hi guys, it's Arnie, and this is War of Season 3 of Alliance Wars, and I'm bringing Voodoo Star-Lord and my 7-star Void. No, just kidding, it's a 4-star, but still Void. I have a new path. This war I'm changing the paths all the time, and today it's number 6 and 7, the most annoying paths I think in Alliance Wars. And the first node is Aggression Fury node. And also unblockable SP1, and this node is pretty tricky. If you won't hit the opponent, they will gain Furies, and after a couple of Furies, even parry can take huge amount of health from you. So you need to be very aggressive on this node. I haven't uploaded videos for quite some time, because I have some personal stuff that is going on, and I will talk about it later on different video, but a good stuff. It's not a bad thing, it's just a pretty good thing. And let's see how this war is going on. We have pretty interesting fights here. We have No 24 fight, we have Yondo fight, we have Iron Man Infinity War fight with Dr. Voodoo. We also have a Bishop fight, a very interesting mini-boss that helped me discover another great thing about Dr. Voodoo. So just stay tuned and watch the video. And don't forget to subscribe, to share, like. It helps me a lot. And this node is a Bane node, and here, in order to beat this node, you need to be very patient. Even if Bane transferred on you, try to not lose your focus, because this is the way how you die. Because you will get some Bane damage, but just take your time, take a deep breath, and you will see you will clear this node without issues. You see, now Bane is transferred on me, but I'm taking my time. I found a way to intercept, and I transfer it back. And Nightcrawler can be tricky. Here I use the trick just to switch his mode. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's not, but this time it worked for me. But again, one way to clear a Bane node is just to be patient, even if the Bane on you, just to play safe, and you will clear it with a low amount of damage. So this is not 24, and here I'm bringing my 8-star Void. Kabam won't give me a 5-star, of course. And I decided to put some boost, because I don't really need those boosts. I need my Fear of the Void. And I think it's a rank 4 Ultron, but I'm not sure, probably rank 4, but it's pretty easy, and my goal here is just put as much debuffs on him, just spam SP1. And another thing, when you fight this node, if you're used to this node, so I'm not telling you anything new, but if this is not new for you, ignore his regeneration. No matter who you fight, ignore the buffet node. Just, if you're playing with Void, just try to put all the debuffs, 6 debuffs to put a Fear on the Void, and man, you need to have some luck with the Petrify debuffs. And sometimes the RNG is on your favor, sometimes you need to play a little bit harder to get those debuffs. But Void is a solution, I think, for path 6 and 7. And this what makes me a little bit, I don't know, sad, because Kabam always making nodes and they just grouping them, so it also helps for Alliance War, but the nodes that just require a set of specific champions to clear them. And I'm sure with a rank 5 Starkey you also can clear this node, I'm pretty sure about it. But you know, Void, you see here, even as a 4-star, just pretty easy. I will do one mistake here, you will see it soon, but the fight is now the debuffs just draining his health. I don't want to parry this guy. I want him to die from his regeneration. And it's also a limber node, and you need to be careful here. And you see, he's just dying from regen. And he's gone, so the mistake is not here. And first part of path 6 is cleared, and we are moving on to the next one. And we have Yondo mini boss. And this one is another buffet node, but I think it's much easier because you can also parry your opponents, not a limber node. So if you fight against specific champions like not Yondo, because he's tricky to parry, you can parry instead of dexing it back. And here you see I made mistake, 2 hits, 50% of my health, but it's not an issue. Let's do the Void game. I really like Void. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that Kaban will never give it to me. I tried to get Stark Spidey so many times, and here Void probably won't come ever, unless they will release other champions that will make Void useless, and then I will get Void. And this not the same strategy. Put Fear on the Wall of the Void on Yondo, and this is also what is nice about all those Buffet nodes, especially when you fight with Void. You see, it's a 4-star. It's not a 6-star. It's not a 5-star. He's a very low health pool and very low armor, but against those champions, it doesn't matter. It does matter when you fight Medusa, though, because with her you will take some block damage, and she hits like a truck even when you're blocking. So against Medusa, it's a little bit tricky, but still feasible. I have Fear of the Void. I still don't have the Petrified debuff that I really want. And this is when I was talking about luck and RNG, this is a great example of not having a good luck. And I have my first Petrified debuff on him and the second one, so now let's take the health away and just one dash back, take a huge amount of health. And come on Yondo, it's a very long fight, and with a 4-star the scariest thing I think is just to time out. And when you fight it also against Yondo, guys, in order to parry him, keep a distance of 2 dexterities, just not 1, and he will dash at you with medium and you will parry him. This is going to be very easy. So one more and boom, he's gone. So this fight went well, and now I'm moving on to Iron Man Infinity War, and I have iOS 12 beta version because of all the overheat issues, and during the fight, during the load state, the game just crashed, and this happened a lot with the beta version of iOS, so not a very lucky move, but you know, let's do our best. So this is a bug node, because this is aggression armor node, and the thing that you need to hit your opponent to prevent his armors, and the armors is just added to molecular armors of Iron Man Infinity War. So this is the bug on this node. But what I did at the beginning of the fight, tried to put as many poisons as I can to be aggressive, because from this point on it's only heavy. But the poison just taking away his health, and you see now it's only heavy interested game. And pay attention guys, 3% left. 3 freaking percent, and you will see for how long it takes to take those 3%. But Voodoo did an amazing job, so if you bring Voodoo against this guy, try at the beginning of the fight to be very aggressive. My suggestion, also use Power 1 boost. It will help you just to put poisons much faster on him, and most of the work, my 7 or 8 poisons are dead. So now it's 2%, and he managed to caught me with this shock, and I'm like, oh no, he managed. And sometimes he managed to do this, and I'm like, I'm not going to evade it, I prefer to block it. And again, he's just spamming his SP1 one after another, and I'm just trying to find an opening here. 1%, this guy just don't want to die. And again, another hit, and nothing here. And finally, almost 3 bars of power, one last heavy, and he's gone. So I gave 1 death to iPhone 12, and of course it was because there were heat issues, but you know, nothing I can do. This one is Arc Overflow Overload node, and I thought it's going to be a Nebula, and again guys, try to ignore all the regeneration, especially when you play with Star-Lord. Just build your combo and that's it. And when I fight against Nebula, I'm trying just to bait her SP1 and just punish her for that. I like Nebula. I wish I had her for my Labyrinth run, because I used a rank 4 Starlet against Guillotine, and I have a funny video that I'm preparing for it. And this is fight that I think took me 2 or 3 years to complete. A very long and boring fight. With Nebula it could be much faster. So 40 hits, and she still have a lot of health, and the scariest thing here is to lose the combo. So my main goal here is just to keep the combo and ignore everything else, ignore the armor, ignore the regeneration, everything. So I have my shock here and it's doing a lot of damage. And Nebula also pretty nice with her specials here. Sometimes she's very stingy with her specials. Here she's throwing her SP1 and pay attention, every light hit is decreased by almost 4k, so I know this fight just almost ended here. Come on Star-Lord, you can do it. I like Star-Lord. Star-Lord still pretty nice champion. I think he's a decent rank 5 champion. Although meta of the game is changing, but still Star-Lord still can do a lot of damage. Just pay attention. 20% extra damage. And the fight are pretty long in this specific war because of 4-star Void. 4% left. I thought it was going to finish her, but Shocks did the work. So I had lucky with the Shocks. In Labyrinth of Legends it's only power drains for me, but here, this here is Shocks. So we're moving on to the last mini boss. And this is Bishop. So I decided to go with Star-Lord, and this is a kinetic reactor node, so I gain power when hitting you, and also ledge mine, something like this. Just my power drain for me. And I will do a mistake here. I think I did a mistake here. I maybe mistimed my way. Just pay attention. Boom! Or I just hit block. I don't know what happened. I don't remember what really happened there. Maybe I released my block. I don't know, but it took almost all my health, just almost everything. At this point I'm like, what? What is going on here? And now just pay attention what is going to happen in a moment. And he got 1 bar of power. And another one. And I understood. There is no way I will be able to beat him. Just pay attention. Special after special. And I'm dead. And then I realized, wait, Dr. Voodoo, when he held block, he had huge energy resistance. And when I just remembered this, I was like, oh man, what I did, I should have gone with Dr. Voodoo. And you will see that Bishop's SP2 will do almost nothing for Dr. Voodoo, and I was just smiling at this point. I'm like, Dr. Voodoo, my lovely Dr. Voodoo, let's just get some damage. Just nothing, just barely ticked me. I also managed to evade one of the parts, so Dr. Voodoo, I love this guy. Also have some poison on him. Let's just push him to SP2 again. Let's see what SP2 can do. Only 1280 block damage is nothing for SP2 of this buffed Bishop. I wish I used Dr. Voodoo. Luckily, we won this war. It was pretty fun war, pretty close war, but we won it. If you enjoyed this video, click here to subscribe, like, share, and see you soon guys on my next video.